Alright, welcome back to the channel, all you monsters. Today we're going to be watching and commentating on my Major League Fishing Guntersville tournament. And the first day we had over 18 pounds. Or I had over 18 pounds.
Let's go.
Boat number 114. Got you with 14.
As you can see,
boat number
they really fly through the numbers. I was boat number 116 out of 260. They had a full field.
Boat number 117.
Now, if you watched the other video, I was throwing a deep diving crankbait on some bridges and shaky head a little bit in practice. But today, I fished all the same areas, just threw a little bit of different stuff, trying to get a couple bites. I'll try my best to tell you exactly where and what I caught all my fish on.
I need mobility.
Alright, this is past the second bridge at North Saudi. And I like to throw a deep diving crankbait back there.
Yeah, get to that.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I don't know if you was watching how I threw that. I'm kind of cranking it until it gets down, starts bumping on the bottom, and I kind of use my rod tip to drag it across the bottom instead of reeling it down real hard, so I don't want to get snagged. Because that crankbait goes about 14 feet, but I'm really only throwing it about 8 feet. So. That fish did not keep. Now, this is in that same area. If you look ahead, you can't really see it right now, but there's a telephone pole up against the bank. There's a point that comes kind of way out. It's got some grass right there, and you can't get that deep diving crankbait through there, so I was kind of just pulling it across that grass until I could start driving it down. As soon as I got across that grass, this fish hit.
I thought I was in that grass. Glad I didn't jerk on it too hard.
This is the spot from, I like to sit right there, and I can fan cast all the way around the boat. There's a stump out in front of me. The broke down bridge is behind the boat. That's where I'm casting right now. I caught him back there in years past. I caught some there in practice. So. Watch how I work that rod tip. Not really grinding it down too hard.
Oh, there's a giant. I need a net. You got it? Hey. Woo!
This is a big fish. It ended up weighing 512. I thought it was bigger than that.
You saved my...
I did not get it in the video, but I got a picture right here. You'll see it. I need to work on making sure I show the camera all my catches when I got it sitting there.
Can you take my picture?
Absolutely.
Get him? Thank you, sir. I thought, man, that might be a carp. Nope.
This is literally 3 casts later. Now I'm on the other side of that bridge, casting up in between that pillar and the bank.
Got one. I got him. Maybe. No, you better net him.
I was just there.
And you can see I got both the 512 and the other one. It's probably over 5 because I didn't get it in the camera shot again. But that spot right there produces time and time again.
I'll take 2 more of them.
Now you might recognize this spot from my practice video. I caught a keeper there in practice. There was boats moving in and out of that spot back behind that bridge, and I just wanted to give it some rest. So I came out here to throw shaky head around.
Just as you said that.
This fish ended up being a keeper, but just barely, and it was really skinny. So, but that was my 4th keeper.
Me on 3 fish, not you.
You want to see what I'm using?
No, I know what you're using.
You ever use them alien head shaky heads?
No, I use a tungsten one.
Well, this has got a, it's not a screw lock, it's a push lock instead of a screw lock. It's not, oh my God. Matt.
I don't want to. Dude, that's what's up, man.
I was like, I want something. And I'm like, absolutely. I'm not on something, I'm on a fish. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so that was the end of day one. I ended up having 18 pounds and 3 ounces. I really needed to get rid of that last keeper that you saw me catch. It never did happen. But if I would have got rid of that one with a bigger fish, I'd have had right at, because that fish only weighed 1.5 pounds. I'd have had close to 20 pounds if I'd have caught a 3-pounder. And really looking forward to catching that bag again, and maybe a real big one on day 2. Check it out.
That guy crowded me all day yesterday. He's the first one here.
The what?
I said that guy crowded me all day yesterday. Now he's the first one here.
So that guy was around me the whole day before and saw me catch him 2 big ones, and he never left me. I don't like to complain, so I just moved so I didn't get aggravated. Fished around him a little bit, but he was in the spot I wanted to cast. I wasn't gonna try to get in an argument with him. He was there first that morning, so fished around him a little bit, and then I decided to leave and check out some other stuff, and that's what you got right here. Right here, I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce football jig. It's green pumpkin and orange with a baby rage crawl as a trailer. And that is the bridge right outside of Goose Pond. You can see the ramp if you look to the right. You can see the ramp right there. There's a lot of boats on it though. You can see. You gotta pick a number.
It wasn't a giant. I thought it was. But it is a fucking fish though, isn't it? That's amazing. I haven't caught a fish on a jig all week. I finally caught one on one. Caught him on everything that's right.
Now right here, that's the second bridge going up into North Saudi. I'm heading back to that spot where I caught him the day before. I'm gonna stop right there.
Good one.
Throwing a
Deep net.
DT6, and man, he smoked it. Reason why I'm throwing a DT6, it's a lot shallower right there. I can't really get by with a deep diving crankbait.
Where we at?
Thank you, sir. Sit down. Thank you.
Drinking it is.
That's the first time I've threw a DT6 the entire time I've been down here. They gotta come in here eventually. Got him. It ain't a keeper.
Now that fish was not a keeper, but I've came to a pattern. Shaky head, football jig, sometimes a crankbait on these bridges. So I decided to start cycling bridges. This was on that same football field. This is the same bridge on the other side that I caught that last keeper on.
That jig, he smoked it too.
Now here's where I messed up. And I know that now, looking back. This guy wanted to go out and hit this flat earlier. We hit it. He caught a 3-pounder on it. That's not my strong thing. I don't like fishing flats with a lipless crankbait or a chatterbait. I did catch a couple on a chatterbait in practice, but I was catching most of my fish deep with a deep diving crankbait or a shaky head. I should have stuck to that, but when he caught that 3-pounder, I thought, well, we'll give it some time. I gave it 2 hours in the morning, and this is the afternoon, and I gave it another 2 hours after I caught my 3 keepers. I should have just kept cycling the stuff I knew, but I didn't. So here is us fishing that flat again. We're talking about forward-facing sonar,
I'm sitting at the office watching.
and if people like it or not.
They don't even talk anymore.
Here's where I'm at with that.
Huh?
Here's where I'm at with that. I don't, and everybody says, you've got a different thing you say, but everybody says, well, I don't want to see a guy with his head down. To me, it doesn't matter if his head's down or he's throwing at a tree on the bank. I just want to see him set the hook and bring in the fish, you know? So, I don't know, but I don't really like watching fishing. I like fishing. I don't like watching it. This does work.
Are you digging it now?
Yeah. His mama.
I went to grandma. Fat.
I'll be alright with his mama.
Your mama's skinny. She don't crack. She ain't got no teeth.
Well, that's it. You can see we didn't do any good out there on them flats. Probably got fished out. There was a lot of people around. It's a community hole. I mean, when we pulled up there in the morning, there was 8 boats there. I'm sure there was more than that the day before. But he got that 3-pounder. What do I do? I wanted to see if there was anything else, but it didn't happen. Only had 7 something on day 2, which I thought was going to get me pretty close to the money. It wasn't even remotely close. I was 7 pounds away. Total 2 days, 23 pounds, and it took 26 pounds. It took 33 pounds to get in the money. So that was my trip to Guntersville for the Major League Fishing Toyota Series, and I learned something. Fish what you're good at. Keep what you're not good at for practice. I tried to change during the tournament and try to catch some fish that I didn't really know how to catch. So next year, I'll be trying that lipless crankbait a lot during practice and not working so hard on it during the tournament. Thanks again.